back. We have Patrick Duffy with us tonight, Penny Youngman, Joe Wamba, and, of course, Dolly Parton. They really love you. You've really got loyal fans.
Well, I think it's all because of the Johnny Carson show. You have a great audience, and I look forward all the time to doing this show. I've been excited for a month because people think me and you are great friends, and I feel like we are.
We are.
Even though I only know you from the panel, and you came by the dressing room to say hello a while
I did, but
ago,
you were
and
busy.
I was in the
I
back
didn't know.
putting on a petticoat.
Just knocked on the door, say hi,
anyway,
hear this voice coming from somewhere. I can't talk now.
But anyway, the crowd's always great, and
Yeah.
they're no different tonight.
Yeah, you're looking sensational. I had a telegram today. I was going to have my secretary, Drew, answer it, but since I can save some money this way, I'll answer it on the air. It's from the city officials, Carl Hatcher, vice mayor, the alderman Luther Gilbert, a whole bunch of people, and Gary Wade, the mayor of Sevierville, I believe. Sevierville, Tennessee, I believe.
My hometown.
This is Dear Johnny, on behalf of the city of Sevierville, we would like to invite you to join us in celebrating the dedication of the Dolly Parton Parkway. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, now you know you've made it, you say, on October the 6th at 4 p.m. Your interest in the Dolly Parton Parkway has not gone unnoticed, and we would be remiss as representatives if we did not include an invitation to you. And I can't be there.
Well, I know you can't be there, but that's nice they'd send that, and nice
Isn't
of
that
you
nice?
to at least want to be. I was real flattered.
I'd like to see that
they
parkway.
did this. It's the... Well, actually...
Especially the off-ramp. But I thank the mayor anyway. But that's nice to have something that could be there permanently after, forever.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest compliments that I've had paid to me. And you might know they picked the flattest stretch of ground in Sevierville.
No curves, no hills,
serious.
straight away?
No, they were thinking about dedicating Interstate 40 to me. But I thought that was great, and we're doing a Dolly Parton show that we do every year on October the 6th in Sevierville for the Scholarship Foundation for the kids for their education. They're going to present that, I guess, on that particular day.
I've never had a freeway named. I was on the cover, though. You probably don't know this, of the Burbank telephone book.
Well, that's good enough.
They can keep their Emmys and their Oscars and the Tonys. To be on the cover of the Burbank phone book, of course, that's just for a year, isn't it? There'll be a new phone book in a year, but see, they're not going to take the freeway up.
Right.
It'll always be the Dolly Parton freeway.
Well, at least if you go to Gatlinburg up in East Tennessee, which is a beautiful part of the country, on vacation, you go by and you can salute me.
I will.
Go through.
I'll dim my lights as I go by. Honk my horn or something. Hey, by the way, I should mention, since you're here, Freddie reminded me of it, that you, along with many other people who have been on our show, will be on a little clip on our anniversary show.
Oh, good.
We are celebrating our anniversary show, the end of 17 years, the beginning of our 18th year, on... Everybody's got to be somewhere. And we're going to do it on Monday night, October the 1st this year. And it's going to be a little bit different. We've never done this before, but NBC said, would you like to do the anniversary show earlier in prime time? Rather than 11, normally, we're at 11:30 to 1 in the East out here and 10:30 to midnight in the Midwest. So this year, we're going to go on at 9 o'clock at night. We're going to do it live. So it'll go live to the East. And then they'll play it back here. So it'll be 9 to 11 this year in the East, 8 to 10 in the Midwest. So we're going to play a lot of... Oh, yeah, you're on there. We got a lot of the... you see, there are a lot of people who very seldom get a chance to see the show because they don't stay up that late.
Yeah.
So we said, hey, why not show some of those crazy things we've done over the years?
Well, I always love those shows when you put together the best things.
Yeah. Well,
I'm glad... Well, I don't know that I'm the best.
Oh, yeah, you're in
that
there.
You got me in there, though.
You're in there. What is this I read? Now, I read something in the magazine. I hope I'm not telling tales out of school. You were in some trouble, or it had to do with jail or something?
Oh, well, there's a lawsuit against me by my former singing partner, which I hope that all works out well.
I hope I can avoid lawsuits.
But, but anyway, got it.
Gee, that must be interesting.
But anyway, there's been quite a bit of press about it, and there was one point in time, if I didn't answer a certain number of questions, that I faced a jail sentence, but it's nothing really to worry about.
Yeah.
It might be amazing to go to jail,
Just to see what it's like, yeah.
No, but anyhow.
You had to give what they call a deposition, I'll bet, right?
Yeah, and I think that all is going to work out okay, and I just hope for the best for both of us. But also on the CMA show this year,
Right.
they didn't nominate me in any of the categories because I think they thought I would be in jail. And I wouldn't make the show. No, but honestly, on the CMA, they asked me to make mention of the show, and I will be performing and a guest on there. But I'm not going to go to jail, I hope. No. You will go my bail if I do want to.
Sure, huh? That could be very nice. Excepting for Dolly Parton is the warden. That's all.
But anytime, as you know, anytime you start to grow in the business, you know how popular you're getting by how many people sue you.
Yeah.
But we've had some strange publicity.
That happens to anybody
it does.
in the public eye. Don't you hate to give a deposition?
Oh, it's a terrible thing.
Because you are under oath, and it's like you're in court, although you're not in court, and the stenographer sits there, and everything is taken down, the court reporter. And I get so uptight, even if you're completely innocent and have nothing to hide. I've seen too many television shows. And I expect Raymond Burr at any moment to jump up and say, Your Honor, he's guilty. And I frump around and I can't answer questions because they always phrase them in a certain way.
Yeah. Well, it's always kind of nerve-wracking, but that's part of showbiz, and I guess it's good to test your nerves. You know how strong you are if you have to go through a thing like that. But everything's going to be fine, and for the folks that care about me, I appreciate that.
Everything's fine.
And everything is fine. And if I go to jail, you can come and see me on Wednesday and Sunday.
I asked you during the commercial, you've lost some weight, haven't you? I know you've been trying to lose some weight.
I've been working on it most of the summer because I enjoy eating, and I'm a very healthy, hearty person, as you can tell. But I'm getting ready to do some movies sometime in the fall, and I'm trying to get skinny and lovely so I can be in
Is it tough?
Well, it's always tough to go on a diet.
How much would you lose?
Well, too much. I always say that I weighed 100 and plenty. I'm just saying now that I've lost the plenty.
Yeah.
I still
You have one of the
want to lose.
smallest waists I've ever seen.
Well, I don't know if it's my waist so little. It's just my.
Just in contrast
to.
What you do, you can't be more than 22, 23.
Well, I'm about 22 right now. I still got a little bit of weight to lose, but I've always been lucky in that way.
Yeah.
Well, don't lose my image.
Well, you know.
I can't take all your joking material away from you.
No, I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't joke about that.
No, I appreciate you keeping me hot. In fact, before we talk up all my time.
The word is warm. Is warm. Keep you warm.
Popular. I think the word is popular.
Popular. See how people quickly seize on everything? Yeah.
But that's okay. But I wrote a song for you, or about you and about the show, so whenever we get through talking.
Do you want to do this? You did?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I think we have to. Can you do it after the commercial?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I didn't talk up all my time.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's welcome new Quaker Corn Bran, the first bran cereal with a great taste of corn. Are you looking forward to your appearing in the amphitheater here?
Yeah, I really am. This is the first time I've ever got to play at the theater, and it's Friday through Monday.
Right.
And we've saved you 2 tickets. If you get back from Vegas on Monday, I'd like you to come out and be with us. But I look forward to it. And
I've never seen you in concert. I've heard your records, of course, and I've seen you perform here, but I understand you do a wonderful in-concert show.
Well, I like to perform, and one of these days soon I think I'm going to be working Vegas. So maybe if you don't see me before when I go,
we may cross paths up there.
Yeah, at least we'll be closer. Maybe we'll get to be better friends. I tell you, no, I'm serious. I really mean that.
I think yes.
They're already.
Well, you see, this audience takes everything the wrong way. Friendship is very important.
It really is, especially with people that you like and you have a good communication with.
Close friendships. Very important.
Well, I might as well hush.
Do you have a lot of close friends, or do you have a small number of close friends?
No, well, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of real good friends, and I have about 4 great close friends.
How many friends do you have that you can, because I didn't mean to interrupt. How many friends do you have you can tell anything and know that it'll go no further? You can go out and you can drink with somebody, or you can be with them and tell them the most personal things and know that it will go no further than that. That's a friend.
Yeah, that is friend, and I do have, my best girlfriend is just that way, and I have other good friends that I tell most everything
Right.
to, or I feel like I could. I
Right.
don't always do it, but my girlfriend Judy and I grew up together. We've been together since we were like 7
Right.
years old, and we know all the same old people back home. We always laugh and joke about, you know, this and that, and I'd tell her anything.
Does she know things about you that no one else
She knows everything about me that anybody could know about another person.
Yeah.
But she'd never tell. If she
Well,
does,
is there
she's
anything about
dead.
yourself that you would... You're going to put out a contract on your Judy, huh? Is there anything that you wouldn't like people to know about you?
Well, of course. There are lots of things that you think. More we talk about stuff that we think, and some things that you know, that we do that we don't want everybody knowing. Just, well, you know how girls are, and men. I don't know if men have real close friends that they
Sure.
we tattle everything or laugh and joke and,
Yeah.
and just all kinds of feelings. But it's great to have.
Yeah,
have
my life
friends
is an
like
open
that.
book.
Well, I'm very open and very honest with the little personal things that you
With
talk
deep
about.
little secrets inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ed and I have a few of those.
Yes. I have the library card for his book.
We could probably send each other to the chair. or at least do hard time in prison. But,
Well, that's how we are.
yeah. What's the song you said you made up?
Well, I wrote this song because it's been real good for me ever since I started on your show. And
Yeah.
you said one time, once I got to be real famous, I probably wouldn't come back on the show, but I
remember
always will. I'm here about as much as you are.
Good friends can say that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. We can say anything. But I was only kidding because everybody kids you about it.
Yeah.
I only like the show. Well, I think other people do a good job, but I only really like to watch it when you're on.
Thank you.
And I don't call it the Tonight Show. To me, it's the Johnny Carson Show.
You're saying all the right things.
No, I'm serious. So,
You want me to hold that for you?
No, I'm going to pick it a little. As good as I can with these nails. But it's all in the words, and it's, you know, I think it is. Now, it's not supposed to be too serious, so. I have come a long way from the hills of Tennessee, and I've worked hard to make the folks back home real proud of me. Now everybody knows my name, no matter where I go, but I never really made it till the Johnny Carson Show. Dreamed of stardom since I was just a kid. $1 million dream beneath this $13 wig. In my bell-bottom jumpsuits with my rhinestones all aglow, I became an overnight success from the Johnny Carson Show. From polyester paradise to silk and satin frills, from a 48-foot mobile home to a mansion on the hill, from moonshine to rare wine, from a Packard to a Rolls, but I never really made it till the Johnny Carson Show. Now there's only one small problem. Sometimes I get disturbed. The folks sometimes get me confused with Monty Rock III. But still I think it's worth it, and I just thought you should know that I'll always owe a special thanks to the Johnny Carson Show. I went from pop beads to diamonds, from car coats to fur, from Kmart to Gucci's, from here no telling where, from hillbilly heaven to a penthouse on the coast, but I never really made it till the Johnny Carson Show. Like it that good, it may be my next
Could be a
single.
bullet on the charts next week.
Could be a hit with a bullet.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's real sweet of you. Thank you.
Well, I just want to do something nice for you because I
Well,
really do feel like you have
well,
helped my career
If I
as
tune
much
in
as
some
any-
other show and I see you take my name out and
But
put
I
some other
won't.
name in it, you know, on the Regis Philbin show, you know.
How about the Murphy Griffin
Yeah,
show?
the Murphy Griffin show. No, no.
I I won't do it. I might put Barbara Walters' name in
Barbara
there
Walters and do this just once.
No, but that's your song. I won't sing that no other way.
Record that. You got to
Thank you,
record
I
that.
think I will.
Okay, we'll be back with Patrick
Now.
Duffy, Henny Youngman, and Joe Rombo. You all know this next gentleman loves to perform, loves audiences. Currently working his own nightclub, Dangerfields, in New York until February the 3rd.
Love him.
Then he opens at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas for 3 weeks,
Gets no respect.
starting February the 6th. And here he is, Rodney Dangerfield.
Wow, what a crowd, I'll tell you all right. You know that? No, I'll tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? I mean, last week I told my doctor I wanted a vasectomy. He said, with a face like mine, I don't need one. And I tell you, nobody likes my looks. My mother would kiss my brother goodnight and scratch me behind the ears. Oh, my mother, she never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. I don't know. I tell you, I know I'm ugly. Oh, while the guy was mugging me, he took off his mask and made me wear it. No, I tell you, things happen to me you wouldn't believe. Like the other night, I found a guy's wallet. Inside was a picture of my 2 kids. I tell you, life isn't easy. Last week, my wife's father, he moved in, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, my house, I could never relax. I got a dog. His favorite bone is in my arm. I got a dumb dog, you know. It took me 2 years. I taught him how to sit. He forgot how to stand. What a dog. It's all right. It's all right. He's a dumb dog. It's okay. This kid, my dog, well, last night 4 times he went in the paper. 3 times I was reading it. And my kid, that's another one. He's full of smart answers. Well, the other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I don't know. I tell you, I meet the wrong people. That's my trouble. Like last week, I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I tell you, nothing's going right. My neighborhood is getting worse. Well, I went out, I bought my wife a rape whistle. She says it don't work. No one shows up. And my wife, she don't go for me either. Every time I want sex, she leaves the room to give me privacy. No, I tell you, my wife always gave me trouble. Well, at my bachelor party, she was in the movie. Now, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? It's not easy either. You kidding? No respect from anybody. This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I tell you, the day I was born, I got no respect. And the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway. Hey, howdy. Thank you very much. Beautiful people.
What a crowd, huh?
Lovely crowd, lovely crowd.
Good audience.
I always have a lot of fun in California. Nice people here, you know. There's something about California. As soon as I get here, I want to drink, make love, have fun. It's not California. I'm away from my house. That's what it is. You know? No, but I'm working. I'm trying to lose weight. You know?
really?
Oh, it's tough, I'll tell you that. I lost some weight. I got to lose more, though, because I was fat, Johnny. I was too fat.
Fat, huh?
You kidding? I was so fat, I got my shoes shined. I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, you know. Hey, I'm working over here.
Hey, yeah.
No, it's all right, but I've been keeping busy, you know.
Yeah.
I've been
What have you
working
been
at my club now, and I'll finish there Saturday, and I'll be in the Aladdin Hotel for the rest of February 6th, and March. I'll be back in Dangerfields, be in Dangerfields in April, be in Dangerfields in May, maybe forever, I don't know, you know. But I'm looking forward to Aladdin Hotel, a lot of fun there. Lola Falana, I'm working with Lola
Oh, is that
Falana.
right?
Oh, she's a sexy girl, isn't she?
Sexy,
She's a lovely girl, you know. And the lodge is a nice place, too. A lot of action over there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And, well, there is a lot of action in the lodge hotel. Oh, it's so quiet, I feel like E.F. Hutton just spoke, you know? No, I'll tell you, last year in Vegas, I worked at a very small hotel.
Small
very
place?
small. Oh, small. You kidding? The slot machine had one fruit, you know.
I didn't know.
Very
Small place.
small. You
Yeah.
kidding? But at showbiz, there's always problems, Johnny. Showbiz, forget about it. Last week, my fan club broke up. You know, the guy died. Oh, showbiz. You kidding? You know, I've been knocking around for years, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you kidding? When I started in showbiz, I was in ventriloquism. Then I had to quit. I got too big for the guy's lap, you know.
Well, you know. How's your health?
It's always, health is okay. We'll get to the health.
Yeah, we'll get to the health tonight.
tonight.
Didn't want to rush
Set my
you.
continuity here. You got to watch out for this stuff here. You know how it is, don't you?
What do you
I
want to
got
talk
other
about?
problems beside health.
What are some
too,
of the
you know.
other problems?
I'm still drinking too much. Oh, I'm a bad drinker. Forget it.
Bad drinker, huh?
I got loaded a few weeks ago. The way I carried on, it was awful, awful, Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. I mean, it's good to be back in men's clothes again, you know?
You really flip out, huh?
I tell you. I mean, I want to relax. I can't relax. You kidding? I tried sniffing coke. That didn't work out either. I couldn't get the bottle up my nose, you know?
How's your health?
Nah, but drugs are bad.
The drugs are bad, huh?
Bad for your health.
All right.
Drugs are bad. No, drugs are bad.
Yeah, of
Kids
course.
today don't need drugs. You kids,
no way.
kids today, they're wild enough without drugs. Forget it, will you? Why, my kid's high school prom, the king and queen were the same person. You know? No, but drugs are bad for your health. And health is important. Ask my friend the doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombatz.
How
He'll
is
tell you the
doctor?
same
How
thing.
is-
He's fine, he's fine.
How
The
is
doctor
it?
is okay.
How is the doctor?
I called him last week. As a matter of fact, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills, you know. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. Doctor's fine. When you get older, you start seeing doctors, you know, and I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. You kidding? I walked past the cemetery, two guys ran after me with shovels. I mean, I know I'm getting old. My sex life is very bad,
Bad
too.
too,
Very
huh?
bad, Johnny. You kidding? If it wasn't for pickpockets, I've no sex life at all. I'll tell you, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my life, I have steak and sex the same way. Very rare. Very rare. Kid, I'm a bad lover anyway. A bad lover, I'll tell you that. I caught a peeping Tom booing me. Now, I'll tell you, Johnny, girls who like me are getting older and older, older. And I too got one girl. Who was she old? She was old. Ooh. How old? I'll tell you how old. She was so old when she went to school, they didn't have history. I'll tell you something else.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else. She was fat, too.
She was fat?
She was so fat, she got in the scale, a card came out, said one at a time. She was fat, too. Now, I'll tell you, this girl was old, fat, and ugly.
Yeah, ugly too.
How ugly? I'll tell you, she was known as a two-bagger. That's a girl who's so ugly, you go out with her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. One more. I want to tell you one thing. This girl here, I'll tell you.
Let's hear. How
She
ugly?
was so ugly.
How ugly?
You look in a dictionary, under the word ugly, you see her picture.
You're right back.
I first met Jonathan Winters about 1953 or 54. Jack Parr at that time, believe it or not, was doing a show early in the morning on CBS. And I went in to fill in for him once, and they said, you have a fellow called Jonathan Winters on today. And he came on, and I thought then he was the most inventive, off-the-wall comedians I have ever seen, and I still think that. He's just finished a movie called Moon Over Parador with Richard Dreyfuss. He's written a book called Winter's Tales, Stories and Observations for the Unusual. Would you welcome Jonathan Winters?
Little pouch there.
Well,
Just a little
you know,
pouch there.
turkeys carry a lot of stuff in front, and it costs them their lives. So I'm carrying everything. I've been carrying it for a long time, and I tell you, it's just since we're on this.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful, really, to be here at this particular time. Because of the book and because I'm alive and my shoes are corrective. I can feel my toes now. They didn't come through a chiropractor. What is not a chiropractor? You're a colonel. What is it? A general.
Chiropodist or podiatrist. Or podiatrist.
Podiatrist. I had too many guys working on my feet. That's why they had to be corrected. But at any rate, I stopped drinking a long time ago.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, I haven't stopped eating, but I stopped smoking. There's so little left. And that's out.
And the feet are out. And that's That's a memory, too.
That's a memory, Yeah. It falls off, and it's gone away. It flies away.
Does it bother you getting older?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm 62 now, John.
What was it you said one night? You were on the final...
Final glide pad.
Yeah.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
For those people who are doing a lot of this, get ready. You can't take that can through. Doesn't happen. My stepfather once said to me, if you make 60, you are definitely in the fourth quarter. Definitely. Might be OT.
You come from a family of...
A small family. I was the only child. I'm glad. I got everything there was to get.
No rivalry?
Not a lot either. No rivalry. No, I fought an attorney, killed him on the spot. He said, "You get the kitchen knives." Good. You'll do time for this, and then it was gone.
Anyway, want to talk about this?
Sure.
I mean, it's called...
Get off of kitchen knives.
You got it.
This was a book, took me 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. A little slow.
Well, you have a word processor?
No, I don't have a word
See,
processor.
you're smarter now. If you were a kid now, you'd have a word processor.
This is all I got. Yeah. And that's all Lincoln wrote with, I can't type, very honestly. I can't. It's unfortunate. And with the secretary situation, it's a little frightening, The senators are being reported and things. So I thought it's better to stick with a little hand.
Did your wife suggest you should not use a secretary?
Yeah,
was that your
right away. She said that ballpoint pen, get on it. And so I went down the basement and between jobs wrote this little 216-page book. And it's a book on short stories, a little poetry, it's reflections, observations. It's not what you call a funny book. I don't want to turn you off on this, but it's reflections, observations, which can be funny.
Pithy comments.
Yeah, pithy. Yeah. Toward the end, it gets pithy. But you can sit, and you know where you sit a lot of times. You can sit there. Here, Margaret, look here. And
what's your favorite? Anything in here you'd like to?
Well, they're all my favorite. That's an ego problem. No.
Before you do that, why don't you find one, and we'll do a commercial.
Okay. I'm just as interested as you are.
Your hands are cold.
Yes, my hands are cold. Hold on to me.
We'll do this, and we'll come right back for our reading corner. All right, friends, now, in our author's corner, this is what I'll call our normal author spot now, and John's going to read from his Random House did this book?
Yes.
A little excerpt from some of your observations.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit right up, pencils up or pencils down. This is called, How Much Money Did You Make Today, Little Man? How much money did you make today, little man? Only 15 cents. I sold an old green bottle I found buried out back of the barn. How much money did you make today, little man? Carried some groceries, 4 big bags of them, for an old woman to her car. She gave me a whole quarter. How much money did you make today, little man? I raked leaves all day long for Mr. Rogers. Took them into an old dirty sheet down to Buck Creek and burned them. Both my hands are sore and full of blisters. Mr. Rogers gave me $1, a silver dollar. Said he'd had it for a long, long time. That's Mr. Rogers cracking nuts. Either that or the fireplace is on fire. How much money did you make today, little man? I washed Grandpa's pickup and then waxed it. Made it look almost new. Grandpa gave me 75 cents and a picture of him in uniform when he was in World War I.
How much money did you make today, little man? I shoveled snow all day Saturday and most of Sunday. Would have made a bunch of money, but the handle broke as it was. Almost made $2. How much money did you make today, little man? I didn't make a cent a day. Hard to believe, ain't it? I've been hustling ever since I was born. But today I found something better than money. Something I've been looking for a long, long time. Ever since my dad died. No, it ain't money. I found a friend. A real friend. Somebody that don't care whether I got money or not. Last thing she said to me today was, I don't care how much you made today. Little man, I love you and just want to be your wife. It's not to say she doesn't love me. I'm sure she does. And I love her. But we're only kids. I'll bet you anything, when I grow up and do marry her, first thing she's going to say is, how much money did you make today, little man?
That's nice. That's a nice piece. Ooh.
Yeah. You have described yourself as a 60-year-old kid, right?
Oh, 62, yeah.
62. Do you still
62.
hang on to your childhood possessions?
Yeah, I've got my ball mitt, which is really, it's small. It's just, my hand is small, and it just very barely covers my hand. It's an old mitt, Walker Cooper out of St. Louis.
You can't throw it away, right?
No, I can't throw it away.
I've got stuff like that.
I tried to throw it away, and it was thrown back at me.
Yeah.
No, I have marbles. I have a .22 rifle. I have a couple of boxes of soldiers, and I got to tell you one little story, John, especially this time of the year when people are, in the festive mood, and also people with, large pins ready to hit the turkey there in New York and watch it. At any rate, no, I was kidding about that. I always wanted to do that as a kid. Go, ooh, watch the big rubber turkey. Terrible. You're a violent child. I stuck it in a real turkey. He went at me. No, when I came home, this is a moment of grief, but for a lot of people, but I came home from the war, and I was just, again, talking about Thanksgiving, like yourself, strafing people there in Philadelphia. But I came home, and I went down the Stone Road, and my mother was there, and I said, you had to cue her a lot, and she was in show business. She was in radio and an actress, but I'd say, Mother, it's me, and her eyes were not Vaseline at that time. And I said, Johnny, your son. I see you. So it was a very demonstrative family, and ran to it. A lot of the minorities would run and grab each other, but boy, when you're full Caucasian, a lot of times it's back off, So,
Full Caucasians are
full
like
Caucasian.
that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, and eventually she grabbed me, the bottle dropped, Oh, hi, sweetheart, it is you. And so I went to my room, which got this area in here. Bed, wash bowl, and a commode, and a place to hang the funny shirts. So I said, Mother, it's great to be home, number one. And I said, where are my toys? There's a long pause. She said, you're 20 years old, dummy. And very sensitive at that time, too. I mean, if you said that had been said to me in the service, and of course, grenade. So I didn't have any grenades, or she'd have been history. I said, Carol, say about your mom. We're a tough family.
You got to call it as you see it.
You got it. Because she'd survive. I know her.
Yeah.
And,
tough old lady.
Blow her into a tree, come right out with some squirrel, So, she said, you're 20 years old. What are we talking about the toys for? And I said, she said, I gave them away to the mission. I said, that's all right. That's okay, the poor kids. But you should have written me. Those last hours in Philadelphia where I discharged. And I said, please, why, you should have let me know. And she said the line I'll never forget. She said, well, sweetheart, how did we know that you were going to survive? So that's when I put her in a home early.
A lot of warmth in that family, huh?
Parents are funny. I know they kid a lot.
Yeah. Let's go back to the very first Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Very first one.
Okay.
How do you manage it was as a pilgrim? I mean,
Well, you have to realize at that time, which I don't think a lot of people do because so many years have passed, they were basically from England, downtown London. And either that or, Southampton. Bye-bye, have a good voyage. Of course, the little boats were kind of a joke, and they went around in circles, and then everybody, so about 7,000 people went, I they moved in. No Evan Roods in those days, gang. So I imagine they got to Plymouth Rock, what it was, around 1620?
Mm-hmm, about that.
Something like that, 1621.
Jamestown, I guess?
Jamestown, good. And guy pointed, that's Jamestown. Yes, it says on the map, Jamestown. Everybody, yeah. And, of course, the boat went right into Plymouth Rock, and they swam ashore. And then they got up on the rock, and everybody prayed, usually on the rock. And those that didn't pray were cuffed around a little bit. And by the minister, hey, don't you believe? You don't believe? So then, of course, the Indians showed. God bless the Indians. I still have, a lot of love and respect for the Indians, too. They were obviously in just standard, buckskin and feathers. And here are these people, and the Indian would say, of course, that was a Wyandotte, and you could distinguish him from an Algonquin or Iroquois and Seneca, and he was saying, look at the buckles on the dummy. And, of course, it was something for an Indian because he had no buckles. Good waist, tight, and maybe a rubber band, but certainly not a buckle. And it'd say, and then the guy had buckles on his shoes. Hey, no wonder they were not wanted right away. And then the buckle on the hat told him that he'd had some special treatment. But that's pretty much Thanksgiving as I remember it.
How do you think the farmer Elwood P. Suggins would feel about Thanksgiving? Does he raise turkeys, Mr. Suggins?
Yes. I raised turkeys. In the beginning, we raised turkeys back in the late 30s. We had about 600 of them, and I thought it was early snow, but it was just white turkey. And we just went out there with full shot, about 12 shot, opened up and got a lot of them, and then I had heavy grief over that. And I had heavy grief that I'd kill them birds. So today, we just wait for a Cadillac to come through town. And if they cross the road, the Cadillac belongs to the Cadillac. And I picked one out just for Sunday, right out of the grill. Bird had just like this, had the design on it and everything. But we've taken to eating some small animals. I don't want to go into that.
Mrs. Suggins is still living,
Mrs. Suggins is full of life.
Yeah.
She's bedridden.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Which works in her favor.
I see.
I give her a box of chocolates.
Good-hearted woman, though.
And a new VSR, whatever thing. She's asked for something special. See movies on it.
Watch some movies, yeah.
Yeah, and she watches that. Yeah. And I watch her, and then we watch the movies together. And I get her to the window so that she can look at the kids. Just drag her out of bed and over at the window. Go ahead, look at her. Put it on F6 and put it on CU close up, and then I drop her out of the window. Kids will play with her for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. Well, they've dragged her around and wore her back off.
Yeah, well, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and give my best to Mrs. Suggins. Sounds like a remarkable woman.
Are you watching to it?
Yeah, well, she's probably watching now. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, honey.
I'm sure the entire world knows the name Bobby Fischer by now. He is, has proved, the best chess player in the entire world. And, you read a lot of articles about Bobby saying he's kind of temperamental and demanding. And he's not. I met him this afternoon at the place he designated on top of the Y. In the sign Hollywood that's up in the Hollywood Hills. We met on top of that Y in Hollywood, but I met him briefly. He seems like a charming young man, and would you welcome, please, Bobby Fischer. It is so nice to have you on this show.
Thank you, Johnny.
I saw you on Bob Hope's show that you did with Mark Spitz one night, and you were great on that show. You did a sketch with Bob, and you did your lines like you'd been doing sketches all your life. Did you find it easy or difficult to do that?
People say, well, I don't know, I was a little worried about it. I didn't even watch it on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you like to watch something that you do?
Unless I'm sure it's good, I don't like to watch it.
You were very good in that. Now, look, you defeated Boris Spassky now, and you're the champion chess player in the entire world. Now, what is there beyond that? How do you top that? Is it now the trick is to not the trick, the idea is to maintain the championship?
Yeah, this is the big problem. How do I top it? But I figure if I can keep the title for another 30 years, something like that.
Just 30 years or so, huh? Was it a letdown after it was all over, Bobby? I mean, it was, well, there must have been a tremendous,
It was. I woke up the day after the thing was over, and I just felt different, like something had been taken out of me.
yeah, it was exciting to get the reports over here. I think you said in an article you never thought you'd see the day where, I think it was attributed to you, see where chess would be on the front page of the New York Times. Did you ever envision that? Because chess is not the type of game that I guess a lot of people, like football or something, they find it difficult.
Yeah, well, in this country, I mean, around the world, I've played in a lot of tournaments, and it's been front page news for years. But
Why do you think over here that the people in this country now, it's very big in Russia, as you say, and very big in all your European countries, and the people are national heroes, and just now that's becoming to happen over here?
well, I just think the people have to be educated to enjoy chess, whereas you can enjoy, I don't know, football or baseball without really understanding. It's just kind of beautiful to watch the people move around, but chess, you really have to have some basic understanding of what the game is all about to enjoy it.
How old were you when you first became interested in chess, and who got your interest going?
I was 6. My sister taught me.
6 years old? Yeah. 6 years old are obviously then capable of learning chess. Most people think that chess is a very, requires a great intellect. I think this turns a lot of people off. They say, oh, I can't do that mathematically. I can't think that many moves ahead.
Not to play.
Really?
I mean, anybody can learn. I think, let's see, Spassky learned at 5. Reshevsky, who was the champion in this country before me, he learned at 2 or 3. He was giving exhibitions at the age of 6 or 7.
Good heavens.
Playing about 20 guys at once when I was 6.
But
At the age of 6 when I
But
learned.
you did that when you were in your teens, did you not? Early teens,
yeah.
where you played against 15 or
people.
20 opponents. What is the greatest, and I don't want to use the word trick, what's the greatest ability one should have to play chess? If it's not an intellect, I mean, I don't know how to play the game.
Well, it's some kind of spatial perception. You see in your mind's eye that when you make this move, I mean, if you made this move, it'll be there, and he makes this move, it'll be there. You just sort of see the position as it could be in a few moves.
How far are you able to, say, plan ahead depending on what your opponent may or may not do? Or do you also analyze that when you make a move that he'll do this, then if I do that, he'll do this, and then you go over the next set of moves?
It all depends. I mean, I think Capablanca once said he only sees one move ahead, the best move.
The best move?
But it depends on the position. Sometimes, if it's a simple position where just one line, and he has to make every move just the way you want him to, you can see 20 moves ahead.
Right.
But supposing you make a move and he has 3 or 4 replies, and then you have to analyze all those replies. Then you have several replies to those replies. So you might only be able to see 2 moves ahead, or 3 moves ahead.
I know over here occasionally certain grandmasters would analyze the play as it was phoned in from Iceland, and then when somebody seemed to make a mistake, when you would make a move that later on did not prove to be the right one, was that usually done in just a moment of loss of concentration, and then looking back and analyzing it, you'd say, why did I make that particular move?
Well, let's see, I only lost 2 real games, right?
Right.
So I didn't make too many moves that I regretted, but...
No, you sure didn't. I'll give you that.
Well, that's part of being a pro, you know. You try to play the wrong move in your mind.
Right.
And get rid of it, then play the right move. That's the idea. Not
Let's-
to really play the wrong move,
Right.
to play it in your head.
Let's talk about the term now that's become very popular, the psyching out of one's opponent when you play. Now, the papers over here kind of got on you for a while, and the people over in Iceland were kind of giving you a little flack because they said, well, you came to play, and then you wouldn't allow any movie cameras and so forth and so on. Now, is that something that you consciously think might upset somebody, or is it something the way you feel when you get ready to play? You want everything to be right or what?
Well, I want everything to be right. I didn't try to psych Spassky. You know, there was no need to. I'm the best player, and he knew it. Everybody knew
See,
it.
that would psych me right there. I'd say, good, you win, Bob. I mean...
He told me himself. I mean, he told me, but I heard it through mutual friends, mutual enemies, or whatever. That he appreciates me because I get the best conditions, and because I fight for all the things. He just has to sit back, and he knows that the best lighting and the best chess set and the best everything will be there.
Yeah.
And he also says that he owes his apartment in Moscow to me. He gets all the publicity.
Is that right?
Yeah, I had to give him a better apartment because he's a star, international star.
So he came off pretty well, too, huh? Yeah. There weren't many people, I read in the paper, to greet Mr. Spassky when he got back to the Soviet Union. I guess they don't like somebody to lose there very well. Did you read that at all?
Yeah, well, this is, I think, more for us. Rather, they're kind of making him a whipping boy, showing the world that it wasn't the communist system that lost, that it was Boris Spassky. He didn't prepare or whatever for the match as he should have.
Right.
But I think they're going to rehabilitate him again and build him up again so that, you know, because he's the best they've got, so he can play me or somebody else again.
How long now? Now, do you, like a fighter, I think a heavyweight fighter must fight at least once a year or maybe less than that to retain his championship. Now, how is it with chess players? Are you...
Well, I'm in a good position. You see, I don't have to play every 3 years for my title. I don't have to play for 3 years, and the reason it's that way is because the Russians had the title, and when they had it, they didn't want to play that often, so they got the system set up. They only had to play every 3 years, never expecting to lose it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So what do you plan to do now? Do you plan to
I
meet
may,
any takers?
I like to play, though. I don't think, 3 years, what am I going to do for 3 years? I can't do talk shows just for 3 years.
No, it's... How do you keep in training? Now, do you have to keep in training, Bob? I mean, it may sound like a dumb, naive question, but well, a fighter has to, work out and keep himself in shape. How do you keep in shape? And who can you play that's going to give you any kind of competition to keep you sharp?
Well, there are literally hundreds of magazines coming out every month around the world, and books by the dozen coming out. So there's a tremendous amount of literature to study. I can study all the games Spassky has played, or since the match, if he has played, or whoever.
Right.
And that's how I keep up. I really don't play too much. Because if I play somebody, I'm just giving away my tricks.
Right.
I only like to play, when I'm...
The names of the defenses, I got a little... Are those names of certain opening moves named after people who invented them?
Some of them are named after people, some after cities.
Have they named any particular gambits after...
Well, yeah. See, I've come along pretty late in chess. Chess has been played hundreds of years, so there isn't really that much left that's radically new. But they've named a few lines that used to have old names after me now, like there's one variation called the poison pawn variation.
Right.
And they call that the Fischer variation. I keep taking this supposedly dangerous pawn to take. I'm known as a pawn grabber in chess.
Now, what about the cameras over there, Bob? Now, you hear all this about you had agreed that they could film this, and then you kept changing that the cameraman must be in Vladivostok someplace, or... was that, what was the real story?
I was more disappointed than anybody that this thing wasn't televised. Because, a lot of publicity, and there was a lot of money involved, and I wanted the people to see me in action, let's face it. But they had these characters there who, instead of having some kind of videotape films that didn't make any noise, was just nobody around to operate them, just sort of stationless, and they just had guys there with film cameras that were whirring, and they were all around me, just making a racket, a nuisance.
Too much noise.
Too much noise, and visually you could see them moving around. And...
Are there ways you can distract an opponent in chess? I mean, by just little things? Now, there must be certain, making moves very quickly, or...
I don't use any of them, of course, but they love these tricks.
Well, I mean, we could talk about them, Bob. I'm not saying you use them. I just say, what are some of the little things?
Well, blowing smoke in his face if he's not a smoker, this kind of thing.
That's... Now, usually, practically every match, they according to the reports here anyway, Spassky would be there on time, and you would come in 12, maybe 15, 20 minutes late, which you have a right to do before you make your move. Isn't that a little bit of a psyching maneuver?
Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I mean,
you didn't do it on purpose?
I go to bed very late. I go to bed 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was usually getting up about half an hour before game time. So I come a little late sometimes.
So that wasn't any kind of a little...
No.
Just slept late. Sure, Bob. You say so, Bob. Let me take a break here, and we'll talk some more. Stay right with us, and we're going to come back and talk about it. We're talking with Bobby Fischer. Have you been besieged with business offers and endorsements? I'm sure you must have since you come back. What are some of the ones you can talk about that are kind of strange?
Well, strange? Nothing too strange.
Right.
Just these letters from
I heard that you're going to put out a chess course. Do you get letters? Well, yeah, of course you get a lot of letters, I suppose, from young ladies, because you're unmarried. Yeah. What do they...
Well, most of them are, just encouragement, but some of them, they go a little far.
No comment.
But I read somewhere that you're going to put out that may be premature, and maybe you don't even want me to mention this, a chess instruction course? Is there any
I might
truth?
put out a record, but I'm not certain. I mean, they want it out by the Christmas market. I don't know if I can hustle it out that fast.
Can anyone learn to play chess?
Anyone can. It's really easy, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have to learn. Somebody told me you were very good at puzzles. Was that?
Yeah, well, that's how I got interested in chess, because I was playing all the other games, and they just were too easy. So I...
And somebody
like
told me there was
puzzles.
one puzzle that they were going to try to get. Did they get it? And what was the name of it?
They got it. This,
You mentioned it.
15 puzzle. Yeah.
Back, it's right there.
This thing here.
No, I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, you try and get them all aligned, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There are
6,
little
7,
squares in there, and there's
9,
one
10,
empty
11,
square?
12, 13, 14, 15.
And you try to get them.
Yeah.
Well, is that difficult?
No, it's very easy. I'm the fastest in the world at this. I don't like to boast, but
Well, we'll see about that, Bob.
because I used to do this.
I'm pretty good at puzzles myself, They're all mixed up now.
Well, they're not too well mixed up. Well, 1 and 2 are close.
2, 7,
I hate
4, 8,
that.
1,
It's
6,
kinda
3,
like
12,
cheating.
11, 15.
You want to mix it up a little better?
I used to go bananas with that one. How long did it take you to do it?
Well, this is not really a good. It's not all oiled up. It's not a real good set, so it might take me 30 seconds or so. But with a real good set, I can do about 20.
You don't like our set, huh, Bob? I suppose we won't be able to photograph now when we do this? I'm trying to mix. Okay, does that look mixed
Yeah,
up?
it's a little harder. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Ready?
No, those are all mixed up.
All right, go.
All right. It needs to be oiled. This thing. That cost me. This was not very well mixed up. I want to say that. It wasn't well mixed up. Yeah.
17.
No.
Well, they didn't mix it up too well. It takes about 30 seconds.
You want to mix them up a little for me?
Be kind.
Mix it up good, Bob, and make it difficult. I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right to 15, like you did there.
Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't want too bad.
You want to do a commercial first and get it out of the way?
Don't let him psych you out, John.
Okay, let's
Ready?
see now. I've got to get this 1 clear over to here, and this 2 over there. Well, you put the 1, Bob. I didn't have your 1 down there.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go. You got 3 seconds to nail him.
Okay, I got the 1 up there. I was kidding. I used to do this myself, Bob. I'm just holding off on you. There you are. Okay, let's go ahead now. Did you get a shot of that, Bob? Righto, for our home audience. As for our home viewers, all in order, right. I could be here till tomorrow at this time and could not get those things. That is incredible. Now, you see, you have to know how to do
3
things.
hours a
Like,
day for about 7 years, you should do it.
that is incredible. That is incredible. What's your average day like? What do you do when you're not playing chess? What do you like to do? I know you at least the articles I've read on you, one they had in Life, says you watch a lot of television, you do a lot of reading.
Yeah, I like to study some chess and listen to a little rock and roll in the background. Very leisurely. I don't like.
Now,
to
how can you
pressure
study
myself.
chess and listen to rock and roll in the background, Bob? I thought you couldn't have that distraction there.
Oh, well, that's when I play, serious chess. But
Yeah.
when I study, it gets a little boring playing over these people's games. You know, they're really not that good, their games, most of them. So I need a little music to pep me up, keep me interested.
Yeah. So you study chess mainly during the day?
Yeah.
Have you considered, I don't want to ask you something personal, but have you considered marriage at all, or do you think that would interfere with being a good chess player?
No,
Well, I mean, you know, it might break your concentration. I don't know what I'm talking about.
no, I'm considering marriage now. I mean, it'll hurt my game a little bit, but I feel I'm so much better, and now I'm at the top.
Yeah.
I can afford to let up a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah.
You are the best chess player in the world, without a doubt, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right?
That's great.
I think that's great when you come out and say that. Yeah, that you have to have. What drove you? What really drove you? Was it because you felt that the Russians were kind of playing games for a while and wouldn't let the championship out of their country?
Well, at first, just the love of the game as a boy, just,
Right.
you know, loving to win and all. But as I had all these troubles with the Russians, and they tried to block me from playing them for a title match and all this, and they kept writing that I wasn't that good. I wasn't even in the top 10. They said I wasn't. You know, I was just a big talker. I had, you know, I just got publicity because of antics and all this.
Right.
So really, over the board, there was no comparison between me and the Russians.
So you had to go
And,
prove it, huh?
You know, this is really what kept me on. If they had just shut up and ignored me and, you know, said he's a very fine player, I might not have gone for the title, because it didn't matter to me that much. I knew I was the best.
Right.
But they kept saying this all the time. They're putting me down. They got me mad.
They sure did. Now, you're at the top of your form now. Can you get better as you
think
get
so.
older?
I think it's a question of physical stamina, really. If I keep myself in good physical shape, I think I could be champion.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's interesting. You'd think that you would not have physically to be in such great shape to sit at a board.
Well, you're sitting there for 5 hours, and if your concentration just slips up for a split second and you make the wrong move, that's the game.
It's interesting. We will take a break here from one of our sponsors, and we'll be back with Dom DeLuise, Jose Feliciano. Okay. I'm always glad to introduce a new comedian, especially on Friday nights, because Friday night audiences are usually up. This young man is from Boston. It's his first appearance on national television, and I think you're going to find him a little different. Would you welcome Stephen Wright?
Thanks. I had a dream that all the babies prevented by the pill showed up. They were mad. I was cesarean born. Can't really tell. Although, whenever I leave a house, I go out through the window. Called the wrong number today. I said, "Hello, is Joey there?" And a woman answered. She said, "Yes, yes, he is." I said, "Can I speak to him, please?" She said, "No, he can't talk right now. He's only 2 months old." I said, "All right, I'll wait." I finally went to the eye doctor. I got contacts, but I only need them when I read, so I got flip-ups. Keep them on my desk right next to my typewriter. I have the oldest typewriter in the entire world. Types in pencil. Under my bed, I have a shoebox full of telephone rings. Whenever I get lonely, I open it up just a little bit and I get a call. One time I dropped the box all over the floor and the phone wouldn't stop ringing. So I had to have it disconnected. I got another phone, though. I didn't have much money, so I had to get an irregular phone. It had no 5 on it. Phone had no 5 on it. I was walking down the street. I bumped into a good friend of mine. He said, "How come you never call me anymore?" I said, "I can't call everyone I want. My phone has no 5 on it." He said, "That's really weird. How long have you had it?" I said, "I don't know. My calendar has no 7s." I got up the other day and everything in my apartment had been stolen and replaced with an exact replica. couldn't believe it. I called my roommate and I said, come here, look at this stuff. It's all an exact replica. What do you think? He said, do I know you? One time, right in the middle of a job interview, I took out a book and I started reading. The guy said, what the hell are you doing? I said, let me ask you one question. If you were in a vehicle and you were traveling at the speed of light, and then you turned your lights on, would they do anything? He said, I don't know. I said, forget it then. I don't want to work for you. I've never seen electricity. That's why I don't pay for it. I write right on the bill. Sorry, haven't seen it all month. A couple of nights ago, I came home very late, and I was having a little bit of trouble getting into my apartment, and I accidentally took out a car key, and I stuck it into the door and turned it, and the building started up. So I drove it around for a while. I went too fast and the police pulled me over. They said, where do you live? I said, right here. Then I parked it in the middle of a highway and I ran out the front door and yelled at all the cars to get the hell out of my driveway. It's a good apartment building to live in, though, because they allow pets. I have a pony. I have a Shetland pony named Nicky, and last summer he was involved in a bizarre electrolysis accident. All the hair was removed except for the tail. Now I rent him out to Hare Krishna family picnics. Yeah, it's a small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it. One time I went to the drive-in in a cab. Movie cost me $95. I went to court for a parking ticket. I pleaded insanity. About 4 years ago, no, it was yesterday. I couldn't sleep, so I got up. Then I got hungry, so I went down to the store that I know is open 24 hours. When I got down there was a guy outside locking it up. He said, sorry, we're closed. I said, what do you mean you're closed? The sign says open 24 hours. He said, not in a row.
Good to see you, Stephen.
How's it going?
Wonderful. Did they just let you out for this evening?
Yeah, I have an hour left.
That's wonderfully inventive stuff.
Thanks.
Really? Is this your first time on
First
national
time
television?
On national television, yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
What? I'm in shock.
Did it go the way you thought it would go?
Yeah, it's yep. Yeah.
Not a lot of comedians don't come out of Boston.
No, there's a lot of good ones there, and they're with me right now in my head.
Where do you work in Boston?
I work at the Comedy Connection and Constant Comedy, which is in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And that's where Peter LaSalle saw me, who got me here, and he saw me. He didn't say anything, but 3 weeks later the phone rang, and he said, how'd you like to do the Tonight Show? And I said, I think you have the wrong number.
Showing all the security that comedians have.
Sure. Yes. And I talked to him for about 15 minutes, and then I hung up, and I called everyone I knew and my family, and no one was home. I sat back down. I was watching the cartoons, and I just thought I was dreaming.
Yeah. Well, I hope this won't be the last time.
Okay.
You'll be here.
Thanks.